Hi guitar players. Today's lesson deals with string exercises, and then it's just an opportunity to hear the two pieces that we're playing in class, Lightly Row and Etude. So I'd like everyone to take part in this string lesson. First year players, I'd like you to use your alternating fingers on strings 1, 2, and 3. That's all you need to do. And second year players, you can skip over that exercise and go to the one where we do alternating fingers on 1, 2, and 3, and then use our thumb on 4, 5, and 6. First year players, you can do the second year one too if you want to challenge, but I'd like you just to focus on the first 3 strings if you're not sure what to do. So for this exercise, we're going to be using the free stroke, and that's when you pluck a guitar and the strings kind of ring out a little bit. We're not touching any other parts of the guitar when we're playing, and it's in contrast to the rest stroke. The rest stroke is when you pluck, and I'm going to bring my fingers up to show you really clearly, and I'll go down here so you can maybe see the strings a bit, and you kind of land on the next string. So once again, we pluck, we land on the next string. That's the rest stroke. The free stroke, we just pluck, we have no place to land. You can use either one. I'm going to recommend the free stroke, but whatever it is you need to do to be comfortable. And the one thing I want you to stay away from is the hook, right? Just plucking outward. That's a great technique, but in classical guitar, we're going to be a little bit more gentle. So to do this exercise, I'm going to use my metronome. I have an old school one at home. You might have seen these at Grandma and Grandpa's houses, or I don't know, somewhere. You don't see them much anymore, but this is one that I use sometimes. You can also get electronic ones, or you can simply get a phone, a computer, an iPad, and Google search online metronome, and it'll click for you. I'm going to set mine to 60 beats a minute. It's very slow, but it's good to start slow when you're beginning and speed up when you get accomplished with it. Make sure that your tempo is set slow so you can be successful. So first year players, here's your exercise. I'll start my metronome going and we'll listen to it click very slowly. There's the beat. And we're going to be doing a stroke on each one of the beats. Open strings, string 1, 2, and 3, up and down, like this. 2, 3, and 4. And then we repeat, go back the other way. I like playing the ones on the top and the bottom twice. 1, 2, 3, and string 3, 2, 1. When you start this, you might want to have your face down, checking out what you're doing, but over time, I want you to be able to do it without looking. And if you do have an online metronome, then you can start to speed it up a little bit. You can go 70 beats per minute, 80 beats per minute, and try to challenge yourself. Good. So if you could just complete that exercise, first year players. Second year, we're going to do that exact same exercise, but when we reach string 3, we're going to carry on to string 4, 5, and 6 and strum the strings twice with our thumb. Once again, it's a free stroke. It's gentle. We're not going to be harsh. All right. Second year player sounds like this. 2, 3, and 4. Now we're at string 3. Here comes my thumb. And we're on string 5. Now 6. And then I do 6 twice. 5. 4, here comes the fingers. 1 for string 3, 2, string 1. 1, string 2, string 3, switch 4, 5, 6, and so on. That's a demonstration. You should stop the video at this point using a metronome or without a metronome. Practice by yourself, and maybe for only about 2 minutes, just up and down the strings just to get yourself warmed up. The rest of the video, I think I'm just going to play the songs that you'll be playing in class, and it's just so you can hear them, so you sort of know how the song goes, or you're reminded how the song goes. A lot of good playing has to do with having the piece kind of memorized, so if you want to listen to this a few times you can, just to get the piece in your head. And one warning is that my guitar and your guitar may not be tuned the same way. So it's good to listen to the piece on the video and then go to your guitar and just play it yourself, trying to emulate what I've done. If you try to play at the same time, it's highly likely that our guitars won't be in tune and it won't be a pleasant experience. So lightly row I'm going to play first, and I can do this again with a metronome. I'm going to play it a little bit faster. I'll try it at 80 beats per minute. Something like that. You can play this with a metronome if you want, or without. It's up to you. So lightly row sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. I messed up. It happens. Here we go. Next try. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let's see if I can fix that mistake I made. That's how it sounds. Great. The next piece is Etude, and warning for this one is the fourth line. The fourth line is catching a lot of people in class. I recommend that you review the fourth line several times, and in particular, the fourth to last note is the only note in the song that's on third string, so it tends to throw people for a loop. But here's Etude, and I'm going to slow it down a little because this piece is a little bit more complex. But more like 68 beats per minute. And once again, you can just listen to this, and then when you play it, you'll have a better idea if you're doing it correctly. So here's Etude. 2, 3, and 4. Listen to that a few times and then practice yourself. If you find that your guitar doesn't sound anything like what I'm doing, it might be because it's out of tune, and in that case you can go to another video, Mr. Hofman, How to Tune a Guitar. You can try tuning your guitar, or you can simply just play ahead, making sure you're pressing the right positions down. It may not sound exactly like mine, but at least you'll get the finger practice before you come in and play the test. Thanks for listening.